Hi there, friends. Have you ever stood at the kitchen window, coffee in hand, and thought, I wish I had someone to share this quiet morning with? Or maybe you've finished a book, looked around, and realized it's been days since you've had a real conversation. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many of us over 70 feel that quiet ache of loneliness creeping in, and it's okay to admit it. But here's the good news, we're not stuck with it. Today, we're diving into 4 creative ways to beat loneliness and rediscover the joy of connection. But first, before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and ring the bell so you never miss a video. Let's grow this community together. Now, let's talk about why this matters. Loneliness isn't just a fleeting feeling. It can affect our health, our mood, and even how we see the world. But the beautiful thing about getting older? We've got a lifetime of wisdom to draw from. We've navigated challenges before, and this is no different. So let's tackle it with curiosity and courage. Ready? Let's jump into the first idea. Picture this. You're walking into a room filled with laughter, the hum of conversation, and maybe even the scent of fresh cookies. Sounds inviting, right? That's the magic of joining a club or group tailored to your interests. Whether it's a gardening club, a book circle, or even a weekly card game, these spaces are gold mines for connection. I remember meeting Margaret, a 74-year-old retiree, who felt isolated after her husband passed. She joined a community art class, and now, she's the one organizing exhibitions for the group. As one expert put it, staying socially active isn't just fun, it's a lifeline for our mental health. 5. But what if you're thinking, I'm not sure I fit in anywhere? Here's a secret. You don't have to fit in, you just need to start small. Maybe it's a morning walk with neighbors or a cooking class where you share recipes. The key is consistency. When we show up regularly, even in little ways, we build trust and familiarity. And that's when loneliness starts to shrink. Now, let's talk about something that might surprise you, volunteering. I know, some of you are rolling your eyes. Volunteering? I've done my time. But hear me out. Giving back isn't just about helping others. It's about reigniting your own sense of purpose. Take my friend Harold. At 78, he started tutoring kids in reading. He'll tell you, those kids don't just need me, I need them. They remind me that I still have something to offer. Studies back this up, too. Engaging in meaningful activities like volunteering can boost your mood and even improve physical health. 7. The trick is finding a cause that lights you up. Love animals? Animal shelters often need dog walkers or cat cuddlers. Passionate about history? Museums and libraries rely on volunteers to share stories. And if leaving home feels daunting, start online. Many organizations need virtual volunteers for tasks like writing newsletters or mentoring. The point is to take that first step, because when you do, you're not just filling time. You're building bridges to others. Now, these first 2 ideas, joining groups and volunteering, are like planting seeds. They take a little effort up front, but oh, the harvest they bring. But what if you're craving something different? Something that connects you not just to your peers, but to generations outside your own? That's where our next idea comes in, and trust me, it's a game changer. Let's keep going. Remember that game changer I mentioned earlier? Let's dive in. Imagine sitting down with a teenager who's eager to learn how to bake your famous apple pie, or teaching a child to knit while hearing about their dreams of becoming an astronaut. These moments aren't just sweet, they're lifelines. Connecting with younger generations isn't about keeping up, It's about sharing your legacy. Take my neighbor, Louise. At 72, she started tutoring neighborhood kids in math. Now, she's not just Miss Louise, she's a trusted confidant, invited to graduations and birthday parties. And here's the kicker. Studies show these interactions boost mental health for everyone involved. But maybe you're thinking, how do I even start? It's simpler than you'd think. Offer to read stories at a local library, mentor a young professional in your field, or simply invite your grandkids over for a baking day. And if family isn't nearby? Many schools and community centers pair seniors with youth for activities like gardening or storytelling. These exchanges remind us that our experiences matter, and they create bonds that defy age. Now, let's tackle something that might make you a little nervous: technology. I get it. Learning new apps can feel like deciphering a foreign language. But here's the thing. Technology isn't just for the young. It's a bridge. My friend Walter, 76, swore he'd never use video calls. Then his granddaughter moved abroad. Fast forward 6 months, and he's hosting weekly Zoom dinners with her, sharing recipes and life advice. Platforms like Facebook, WhatsApp, or even online book clubs let you stay connected without leaving home. And if you're unsure where to begin, libraries often offer free tech classes for seniors. Trust me, once you start, you'll wonder how you lived without it. Still hesitant? Consider this. Online communities can open doors you never imagined. Love writing? Join a blogging group. Passionate about history? Participate in virtual museum tours with people worldwide. Even online volunteering, like mentoring entrepreneurs through Skype or transcribing historical documents, lets you give back on your own terms. 5-7. The key is to start small. Send a text to a friend, join a Facebook group for retirees, or watch a YouTube tutorial on video calls. Every click is a step toward connection. These two ideas, building intergenerational relationships and embracing technology, might feel unfamiliar at first. But remember, growth happens outside our comfort zones. And the beauty of this journey? You're not just fighting loneliness, you're discovering new facets of yourself. So, what's next? We've saved one of the most joyful strategies for last, and it's something you can do in your pajamas. Let's keep going. Earlier, I mentioned a strategy you can do in your pajamas, and here it is: rediscover the joy of learning. Think about it. When's the last time you lost yourself in a new skill or hobby? Maybe it's watercolor painting, birdwatching, or even mastering a language. My friend Eleanor, 75, started taking online photography courses. Now, she's the star of our community's Instagram page, sharing shots of local gardens and sunsets. Learning keeps our minds sharp and connects us to others. Online forums, local workshops, or even a Zoom class with friends can turn solitary hobbies into shared adventures. But here's the real secret: it doesn't have to be productive. Sometimes, connection thrives in the simplest moments. Host a weekly coffee chat with old colleagues. Start a podcast about your life experiences. Or join a laughter yoga group. Yes, that's a thing. The goal isn't to fill every minute, it's to remind yourself that curiosity and creativity don't retire. Let's circle back to where we began. Loneliness isn't a life sentence. Every step we've talked about, joining groups, volunteering, bridging generations, embracing tech, and lifelong learning, adds up. They're not grand gestures, they're threads. Weave them together, and you'll find yourself surrounded by a tapestry of connection. Remember Margaret, the art class organizer? or Harold the tutor? Their stories aren't unique. They're proof that it's never too late to rewrite your narrative. I want you to pause and think, what's one small thing you'll try this week? A call to a friend? A library tech class? Share your thoughts below. I'd love to cheer you on. And if this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe. We're building a community here, one story at a time. Here's to living fully, loving deeply, and finding joy in every season of life. I'll see you next time. Until then, keep shining.